All right, so most of the newbie traders, they don't know this kind of information, and this is something that I wish someone could have taught me before I started trading. If you are selling gold USD, you have to be buying on EURAUD, you have to be buying on EURNZD as well. So in other words, I'm going to give you a 50 strategy, all right, or a 50 confirmation, since we know that gold is paid against a dollar. All right, so if I know that gold is weak, it means gold is it means the US dollar should be strong. I expect it to be strong, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be strong at that specific time. So let us quickly go and load a US dollar index at that specific time. All right, US dollar index on 1 August at 11, which is somewhere around here. All right, so you can see that it was strong right here. It was strong, which is another confirmation, which is another a 50 confirmation that you find your gold, you find gold weak. That's the first one, which is this one here. All right, you go to New Zealand dollar index, it's weak. Second confirmation, tick. You go to your third one, which is Australian dollar index is weak, which is the third confirmation. You go to USD index, which is right here. It has to be strong, which is your fourth confirmation. So most of the time, so thank you so much guys for watching this video and for taking some time to visit the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to know when the market is changing direction and when the trend is about to begin. So I'm going to share 3 forex trading strategies that can help you out to make money in forex trading. These are some of the things that I wish someone could have taught me before I started trading forex. So if you look at this chart that I'm showing you on the screen right now, I don't want to waste time, so let me quickly dive into it. All right, so I want to show you, you see that this is you are getting like some ups, and you see like the trend is going up, going down, going up, going down, going up. I want to show you exactly how you can capture those moments. All right, how you can capture those trends, because this it looks like a short trend here, but this is about 200 pips, almost 185 pips. This is on EURAUD, and this was in 2 days, and then another move started right here. It went up also about 128 pips. So you can see they are very good, nice moves here. And this last one for the past 2 days, this is almost 380 pips. All right, so I'm going to share 3 trading strategies that are going to change your life. These are 3 forex simple forex trading strategies. So the first one I'm going to show you is when you are using my trading system. So you can simply load my trading system on your charts. All right, so this is how it looks like. You can see exactly those nice moves right there. All right, let's just start with the beginning on the left here. I think you already seen this. This is actually EURAUD on H1. So you can see these nice moves. This was a 250 pips. The following trade, I think, let me just remove the auto scroll so that it doesn't disturb us whenever we are trying to scroll going back. All right, so you can see these nice moves right here. The following trade was right here. I think it went down just a little bit, about 100 pips. This one actually just went up a little bit, about 74 pips. All right, this was a small win, or maybe it was going to be a break even. So how the trading system works, when it generates a green box like right now, it just generated a sell signal for XAU USD, which is a symbol for gold. So this is actually on M1. I don't recommend trading M1 because it's very aggressive, and the market is usually sideways. So you can see some nice moves. So what you need to do is to just load the indicator on the chart, and when you see it's giving you a green box, you're only looking for buy trades if it's green, and then you put your stop loss below the red box. All right, like in this case, this signal went up all the way, I think about 280 pips. That's the last signal that is there. And the one before that, it also went down all the way, I think about 140 pips, almost 140 pips. This is a red box, which shows that it's a sell. So in trading, you don't need to to know where the market is going. All right, you can't predict the market. That's what I'm trying to say. You're only working on high probabilities. All right, so in this case, if you're using this trading system, when the market is not going that direction, it's going to simply tell you that it has changed the direction, and then you take the other direction. So in a case that the market is sideways, this system will still work, because if you notice, most of the time, this is actually a H1 chart. All right, which means these are hours from here. It was sideways from here, all this. All right, this was sideways market, so it doesn't affect you that much, because you are not going to keep on taking trades. You only enter one trade and wait for it. All right, which is a good thing. And if ever you guys are using another trading system, you can see this was a sideways here. This is a couple of hours. I think it's almost from here. Let's just see how many hours is this from here before the market started moving. This is almost 29 hours. So this was sideways for 29 hours. So you only needed to just place a trade right here. Maybe this was some hours before it went down to a sideways. There's no need for you to keep on entering and exiting trades at that moment. You just wait and make sure your stop loss is not hit, and don't adjust your stop loss. All right, if the trade is going, just let it go and hit the stop loss so that you can enter another trade. So if you can check this, it looks like a sideways on this part of the chart, but I just want to explain something using this trading system. If you enter the trade here, a buy right here, it only went up about 67 pips, but when it turned back to generate another signal right here, it was already 40 pips in loss. So which means this was going to be a losing trade. All right, the same applies for the other one right here. All right, this was going to lose also. There are two losing trades, but if maybe you were just there, maybe watching the market, but we don't want to work with ifs, because if you are back testing, you need to do something that you're going to do in the market. All right, so those are one of the very important things that you should remember. Don't try to justify a trade. All right, if it's a lose, it's a lose. If it's a win, it's a win. All right, it's simple as that, because there are going to be a lot of bigger wins that you can already see. So the second way to use my trading system, or the second strategy I want to share with you, is also when you are using my trading system. This is when you load it direct on a chart for index. All right, like this is the Australian dollar index. Let me just try to zoom so that you can see. So this is a Australian dollar index. All right, you can load it on Australian dollar index, you can load it on New Zealand dollar index, you can load it on New Zealand dollar index. So I just want to give you a quick example using the New Zealand dollar index. All right, so what really happens right here, when you are trading using my system, using this, all right, you are going to see that you still follow the same rules. In this case, when it generates a red box, it doesn't mean you should sell. It means you are only looking for like if it's a weak New Zealand dollar, it means New Zealand dollar is weak. All right, so that's simple as that. If it's weak, it means New Zealand dollar is what? Is weak. So if I put these lines so that we can see exactly when the signal was generated, this was at 11 on 01 on 1 August. All right, that was 2-3 days ago. All right, so if you go to your charts, let's look for a chart for, all right, like this one right here. This is a euro. Okay, we want a euro New Zealand. All right, okay, so I want to look for the exact time. We said it was at 11 a.m. my time, or broker time, 1 August. So I want to go to the same chart. Here, the New Zealand dollar is weak. So if it's euro New Zealand, I expect the market to be going up at the exact time of that signal. So our signal is going to generate right around here at 11, right around here. All right, let me just quickly put draw a line. So I've put a vertical line right here. This was at exactly at it's just here on the side. All right, So this is exactly where we're going to take our trades. You can see this trade does not have a drawdown at all. All right. So this is another strategy how you can use this trading system. This was Euro New Zealand. So if I'm checking the New Zealand dollar index here, it shows that it was weak. If I go back to check also on a previous signal, which was this one right here, it was generated on 28 July at 11 p.m. All right, so it seems like we have a lot of 11 p.m. 28 July. All right. So here it shows that the New Zealand dollar was very strong, which means we are only starting to look for a signal. If it's a Euro New Zealand, it means we'll be going down. All right. Let's see, the 11 p.m. is right here. 28 July, 11 p.m. is right here. So that's exactly when the market is about to, I think it close or open. All right. You see, this was another symbol trade right here. This was a sell. So remember when I gave you an introduction to this video, I want to show you how you can spot these moves before they happen. All right. So you can see that this was going to be a nice signal right here, which was going to generate you 198 pips. All right. This also was going to be a nice signal right here, which is currently running about 200 pips in profit. All right. So this is another way you can actually trade using this system. So you can trade using, you go to any currency that is a New Zealand dollar on the other side. I think you can also look for, New Zealand USD. So on these signals, it will be actually vice versa, right? It has to be vice versa. So if you go to the lines that I just drew right here, these vertical lines, right? We said the last signal, we said the New Zealand dollar was strong. So since it's on the left of the New Zealand USD, we are only looking to buy. All right. Right here when the signal was generated, you can see there was a nice move also going up. All right. This was about 69 pips. As you know, New Zealand USD does not move that much most of the time. All right. So this one was going to be another signal. This was going to be a sell when the New Zealand dollar index was weak. So this was also going to be another good trade. All right. This is about 80-90 pips. All right. So the third strategy that I want to share with you guys is when you are using the indexes. All right. Because I can actually load a signal on Euro index. I can load the trading system on Euro index, and then I compare it with Australian dollar index if I want to trade a EURAUD. All right. So if I want to trade a Euro New Zealand, I can also do the same. So let's go back to the Euro New Zealand right here. I want us to go to the last signal that we got here. This was a sell signal at 11 on 1 August. All right. So this signal, I'm looking forward to see if I go to New Zealand dollar. This is New Zealand dollar index. So this is weak. So if I go to Euro index, I expect it to be strong so that I can take a buy trade. All right. So this is, let's go to the time. We need to pay attention to the time, which was 11, somewhere around here. Okay. As you can see, it doesn't necessarily mean that when the New Zealand dollar index is strong, the euro is weak. But in this case, euro index actually gave a signal like 3 hours before, 2 to 3 hours before the New Zealand dollar index gave the signal right here. Because the signal came at 11, but on a New Zealand dollar index. But if you go to your euro index, you can see the signal actually came right here. It actually came at 8. That's when it was generated. So since here it was strong, I'll be waiting for confirmation from the New Zealand dollar index to show that it's now weak, because I don't want to trade when they are both strong. That's when you find it, the market going sideways. All right. So in short, you can actually see that this is a very powerful trading strategy. So you can also use, if you are trading euro, New Zealand, EURAUD, if you are trading, you can also use gold as your backup currency, all right, as a backup commodity, so that whenever you are taking your trades, they simply go to your direction right away, all right. So let me show you something that is interesting. It's actually a fourth way you can actually use this. I thought I was going to give you three strategies, but I'm going to give you the fourth one. So the fourth one, when you are trading, most of the currencies, they correlate with like within another indices, like a commodity or something, all right. Like you can find out with Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, they correlate with gold. So whenever gold is going up, the Australian dollar is going up, and the New Zealand dollar is also going up, all right. So that's the other thing that you can use to confirm, to have another, like a sniper entry. So the reason why gold is always strong when Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar index is strong, it's because Australia is one of the biggest or the largest supplier of gold, right? That's why it's actually interlinked with their currency, that whenever their currency is strong, it means gold is strong. Whenever their currency is weak, it also means gold is weak, all right? So if I go and check, like for example, if I go to the same time frame here, where I was saying at 11 on 1 August, New Zealand dollar index was weak. If I go also to Australian dollar index, you can see that it's weak, all right? It's giving you that same trend. Let me just mark exactly. This was 11, all right? So 11 was a bit, so the signal for EURAUD generated a little bit. It generated a little bit early. I think it was in the Asian session right here. No, it was already, I don't know, but it was around 7, of which that's when the Australian dollar became weak. So we're waiting for about some couple of hours before this could go strong. This could be weak also, the New Zealand dollar index. So you can see that the two of them are now weak, which is actually to guarantee that it's a high probability. There's no guarantees in forex trading. It's a high probability that that signal is going to work out, all right. So if you go right here, if you want extra confirmation, you can go to your gold and check on a gold chart. Let me just remove some of these things I just put here. Let me just see. Let me go to H1 so that we have a clear picture of what is happening. If we go to H1, we want to look for 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, we said it was on 1 August, all right, which is somewhere around here. Okay, we said it became weak at 8 on a Australian dollar index, and then at 11 that was on the New Zealand dollar index. So let me just give this vertical lines. This was at, so we are going to use 11 o'clock since all of them were weak at that specific time. So you can see that gold also was weak. So if I wanted to place a trade on gold, I need to know what the New Zealand dollar index is doing and also what the Australian dollar index is doing. In this case, you can see that this was weak, all right, and this was already weak, all right. So if I go to gold right here, it's easy. Okay, this one is actually another way to trade my, you can load the system right on the gold straight. But if you go to gold right here on a clean chart like this, you can see exactly at 11 o'clock. That's when gold was weak because the Australian dollar was weak and the New Zealand dollar index was weak. So this is how simple it is when it comes to trading. You see the exact time right here, it was weak. All right, and all the way, it actually, up to now, it's still weak, which means this was going to be your trade. From either from 11 right here or right here at 7. whichever way you wanted to trade it. This is a good signal also. Let me try to see if I can fill in right here. I want to see if, just to highlight so that you guys can see clearly the signal. This was going to be a sell on gold, which means if you are selling on gold, you should also be buying on EURAUD, and you should be buying also on Euro New Zealand. All right. So most of the newbie traders, they don't know this kind of information, and this is something that I wish someone could have taught me before I started trading. If you are selling gold USD, you have to be buying on EURAUD, you have to be buying on Euro New Zealand as well. So in other words, I'm going to give you a 50 strategy, all right, or a 50 confirmation. Since we know that gold is paid against a dollar, all right. So if I know that gold is weak, it means gold is, it means the US dollar should be strong. I expect it to be strong, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be strong at that specific time. So let us quickly go and load a US dollar index at that specific time, all right. US dollar index on 1 August at 11, which is somewhere around here. All right, so you can see that it was strong right here. It was strong, which is another confirmation, which is another a 50 confirmation that you find your gold, you find gold weak. That's the first one, which is this one here. All right, you go to New Zealand dollar index, it's weak. Second confirmation, tick. You go to your third one, which is Australian dollar index is weak, which is the third confirmation. You go to USD index, which is right here. It has to be strong, which is your fourth confirmation. So most of the time, when AUD index or New Zealand dollar index is weak, you find out that the Euro index is also strong. It's going in the same direction with gold, with the USD. Most of the time, that's why Euro USD does not move. They say it has a lot of liquidity, but the simple reason is that it usually goes against the Australian dollar index and New Zealand dollar index and gold. Whenever it's weak, most of it you find out also even the USD is weak. Let's say, for example, like let's check right here. All right, you can see on 31 first there was a sell signal right here, or it's actually not a sell signal, it's actually a signal that a Euro index was weak. If you go to US dollar, most of the time you find out it's also weak. That is if you first confirm here. As you can see on 31 first, Australian dollar index was strong, New Zealand dollar index was also strong on the 31 first, and then if you go to USD, you find out it was weak. You can see it became weak right here, the same time when the euro was weak also. All right, this was around this was almost around 5 p.m. Let's go to and see what time was it. Right there, 5 p.m. it was also weak. So you can see there's a correlation. It can be a positive correlation between currencies, or it can be a negative correlation among the currencies. All right, so this is how simple I trade, and this is very, very easy.